got started fitting this windshield cowl doohickey, and I put a lot of clamps in this area and kind of just clamped it a little bit at the other end since I only have 50 clamps. I also filled in this little place, a little square hole. I've seen other people that bought these had to do that as well. We don't know why it's there, but anyway, that's filled up. Needs a tiny bit of filler, make it pretty. So I clamped this all up, and then I drilled a couple of holes and put a couple of screws in it, and then marked around where it's hopefully going to go. But this surface right here is where the windshield lays, right across here. So this is can be sucked down enough to be fair with this. So I think we'll be okay to install this without a windshield. Famous last words, right? Anyway, I got this sucked in all the way this way and all the way this way that I can get it down into that angle seat area, if you want to call it, of the upper cowl. And so I'm going to take it off now and drill all of these holes and enlarge them to 5/16 for make rosette welds. See, it's not laying down very good up there. But I had a couple of clamps on it. I had about 5 clamps in this area. And then from underneath, that's the way it looks. This is the repair section I added. That was rusted out really bad. It's spliced in right over in this area, all the way down. It's over 4 feet long. Then I noticed I did trim the edge of it where I thought it needed to be, but now that I've got this repair piece clamped in there, I'm noticing that the edge of this is encroaching right up into that radius, and it might hold it out, might hold this out forward a little bit. So since it's touching that radius, inside radius of that, I'm just going to go ahead and trim it a bit more off. See, in these areas you can see that it's got lots of clearance between this radius up inside here and this edge. So that's what I'm going to do, trim that off a little bit. And do another fit check. Okay, I've got the windshield bed cowl repair section clamped in. Partially clamped in. Got some holes in it. It's going to need some more holes. Alright, say a little prayer. Started welding. Got one spot weld there, one right there. I'm trying to get it tucked in as tight as it'll go this way and as tight as it'll go this way. This way and this way. And the other end's just flopping around. For now, I'm going to skip around a little bit, but not very much, because I don't want to have a tuck or a crumple or a warp in between a couple of welds. It's a nice thick piece, so I'm welding this to this and then to the homemade flange that's underneath there. So it's about, gosh, it looks like a 1/4 inch thick from here. So it's at least 3/16. So I'm sticking the wire way up in there to start the weld and working my way out. And then I'm also gonna hit the other side of it too. If there's any pocket or well at all, I'm gonna fill that so I get all 3 layers welded solid together. It's coming along, keeping it tucked down in where I want it. It's getting harder and harder, but I'm managing. All right, I've got the dash panel just clamped at each end to the new thick windshield lower cowl piece. I think I've got it where it's supposed to go. And I put a mark right here in copper. That's a reference line, that's not a cut line, because if I was to cut it right here, if I was to cut this right here, I could splice that in, but this is all rusty and pitted, so I'm gonna cut this back as much as I can to meet the next radius that's up inside there on this. And I'll show you that after I unclamp this. But right now I've got a line that I can measure from so that I can decide how much to cut off of this. And it looks like these speaker grill, should call it, is going to limit how far back I go, most likely. But yeah, I would rather remove material from this to make it fit than this, because this is nice and thick and new, and this is thin and rusty. And it really gets bad at the ends where all this pitting is. Not much I can do about that right now, but I can cut this away. So let me unclamp that. Okay, so I left the clamp on the other end. This end I can match up my mark, move it over, grind it. And so what I'm doing is I'm just sneaking up on this cut. Right in this area, I got it where I wanted it. I've got it creeping up on this radius so that it's flush right across here. Okay, and all except for a few minor hiccups, I got my match marks lined up. I got it ready to tack together. I'm just going to start tacking. I'm going to start at this end because the placement of it where it used to be, where I ground it free from the post, it's in about the right place. And at the other end, it lacks going that way about 1/8 of an inch. So what I'm going to do is start tacking it at this end. Just tacks every 3 inches or so, and you know, that little gap should close up, especially when I'm able to unclamp it and let it go up a little. I think it'll be okay. Plus, I'm just tacking it now. I'm not welding it in yet. But the speaker grill, as you can see, that got interesting. I had to grind it all the way down to the first openings here. And hopefully we can get that all tacked on there. Look like the rest of the louvers. I don't know. Hope so. Got to be really careful of tacking these on. Try to keep this shape inside here to match the rest of them. Got a few places that I'm gonna fill with a MIG welder, like right there and right there, rather than use fiberglass filler. I want this to be all metal. I'm that close, I might as well make it all metal. There's just a few places that just need a little touching up. But I'm going to tack this together with the MIG, and then I'm going to do a continuous TIG weld on it. But since this is almost 3 times the thickness of this, I will be concentrating the heat on this side and just letting it flow ever so slightly into the dash, which I think is 19 gauge. I think it was somewhere around 35 thousandths. Yeah, I've got measurements all over the place trying to get this right. It's not perfect, but it's close. It's close to where I think it ought to be, at least. And I've got it tacked in and ground in places nicely. These ends here at both ends are interesting because this is so much thicker than the original that blending the two together is proving to be challenging. So I just tacked it with some MIG welder. So I haven't done this yet. I'm saving that for the TIG. And I'm gonna weld the rest of it with the TIG. But I've ground them off. I had to do a little patch, a little triangular patch right here. Kind of fair that in because this was way higher. Hit right about it here. It's about sticking up about a 1/4 inch higher than this. So I put a piece in there and kind of just faired it in. It's gonna get some fiberglass reinforced filler, but definitely show you that. I think I can hammer and dolly some of that, but it's in there. It's solid. Well, let's finish it up. My son came over and helped me with my TIG welding, and we got this whole seam welded in. Now if you look at these nice pretty welds up here, and you get down to here, these gnarly ones, wandering. Guess which ones I do, guess which ones he did. These that I knew were going to be challenging. He did all those. I didn't really try. So, oh, there's going to be so little grinding. I hate to grind off his welds. They look so pretty. But we got to get this flat. We got to get this smooth. There is a little bit of warping. I'm gonna try the shrinking disc in a couple of spots right here. I'm gonna do a little MIG welding. Got to do a little grinding, a little MIG welding over in here. And I want to finish it in 80 grit, in other words, this area. And then I'm going to start trying to take care of a little bit of the warpage. But there's not a lot. It's going to be okay, I think. Okay, got it all mostly ground up. I still, on those ends, I still got to get in there with different grinder. But I got all the welds ground down. I do have some warping. I think this speaker grill is sunk a little bit more than it's supposed to be. It had a little bit of curve to it all along, but I think the defroster down and front edge has dropped a little bit on both of them. So I'm going to try to massage this up a little bit, just gently going along, hitting this edge from underneath.